What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So, pretty much hot off the press, right? We hear that Zelensky has accepted the possibility of a ceasefire. He has agreed. Ukraine has agreed to a ceasefire. Does this mean that the war in Ukraine is over? No. Does it mean we're on the pathway to it? Possibly. And everything's going to go to Russia now. Now Russia will be engaged in conversation. And, you know, it's strange that the last administration couldn't do this. You know, it was just pour more money, just throw more money, throw more treasures at Ukraine so that more people can die. That's when we just boil it down to what it really was. We were saying, okay, we're going to send you more so that more can die. No one in the last administration could say to whoever was running the country, because we don't know who it was, but nobody could say to whoever was running the country, hey, how about we try to figure out how to stop the bloodshed? They couldn't do that. Trump's been in office 2 months and Ukraine has agreed to ceasefire. I'm pretty sure Russia is going to agree. Are they going to jump at the idea? No, of course not. They're going to want some concessions. Ukraine's going to want some concessions. The United States is going to be in the middle and try to work it with, I believe, Saudi Arabia. I don't know, but there's going to be other people that are going to be trying to say, hey, man, let's get this thing done. Let's get it over with. Let's get a situation where people aren't dying. I have a strong feeling that every good thing that this current administration is going to put in place to try to make our country stronger, more independent, more able to rely on ourselves, every one of those things, for some reason, is going to be horrible. Not for us, but for other people who don't live here and don't care about us, right? I believe, you know, I'm looking at this whole cryptocurrency thing. And this administration is trying to put us in a position where there could be a huge transfer of wealth, that people who haven't had the most have an ability to buy in on these cryptos and possibly become rich people. He's trying to put that in motion, trying to give us that opportunity. And for some reason, it seems as though there are people who are messing with the market, scaring people to stay out of it, so that those same people can remain wealthy, keep all the money. I'm invested myself. I can't give any advice to anyone, but I'm going to tell you, I have thousands of dollars invested in crypto. And I see it going down. I'm not worried about it. You know, if we remember Bitcoin, people said it wasn't going to do anything. It wasn't going to be about anything. Then it jumped up to $100,000 a coin. Now it's at what? 70,000, 80,000, what? 90,000? Oh. You mean guys that bought in for $1, they're worried about that? No. So I look at everything going, the tariffs. I know this video is all over the place, but there's so much that I'm watching and I'm quiet. And I know some of you have been wondering what's Dubs going to talk about next. And this is it. This is it. I'm talking now, and I'm telling you guys, I'm sitting here 2 months into this administration, and I'm seeing that everything that's being done, everything that's being put in place to help Americans, to help America, to strengthen America, is being portrayed in the most negative light possible. You know, Canada has certain tariffs on certain U.S. products that are over 200 or more percent tariffs. And it's been happening for years. And how dare the United States say, you know what? Let's engage in a little bit of more equal trade, some more favorable trade, and let's tariff you guys just 25% so you guys can feel what it's like. And we have people saying, oh my God, this administration's full of morons. They don't understand that things are going to cost more. How about this? How about there are companies, Chinese companies, there are Canadian companies, there are Mexican companies that can just move here, create jobs that American people will make. Create items, create products that Americans will make. Imagine that. Imagine more jobs available for Americans. Is that what tariffs also do? They put us on a more even field and they create jobs. They have the potential to create jobs, pump more money into our economy. Wouldn't that be great for us as Americans? No, it wouldn't, because Canadians will suffer. I don't get it. I don't get how I'm an ex-convict. I'm an ex-gang member. I was in prison for 24 years straight. And I get out here and I am like pro-America. You know, somebody asked me, some smart ass asked me, all those tattoos you have all over your body, I have tattoos everywhere. All those tattoos you have all over your body, do you have an American flag? No. No, every tattoo I have has some sort of meaning in the criminal world because I was a criminal when I got them. Had I been out and didn't go to prison and wasn't a criminal, I may have had an American flag. We don't know that. But it's these guys that I watch only a few things. I talked about it the other day. We did the Sucker Free podcast, and I talked about my top 5 YouTube channels. That's where I get my news from. That's where I get a lot of stuff from to stay current. And none of it is done by liberals. I can just go through TikTok and see what all the liberals are saying. And thankfully, there are other voices out there. And they're not all conservative. There are actually some people who are in the middle, who are seeing right and wrong. I don't try to tell anybody that they should be a conservative and they should be a Republican. To the contrary, I've told a lot of people that maybe it would help us more if everyone was an independent and forced the left and the right to have to earn our vote. Wouldn't that be a good thing? Instead of just voting blindly for one side or the other and saying, hey, I agree with you 100%. Nobody agrees 100%. Not even with our own family, we don't agree 100%. So there's no way we can agree 100% with a political party. But if we all get in the middle and say, you know what, I'm tired of promises. I'm tired of your promises too. You break them every 4 years. You break them every 4 years. You just tell more lies than they do. I'm going to be in the middle. And I'm going to give you my vote this time. And if you don't come through, then I get right back in the middle and we figure it out. Imagine if millions and millions and millions of people did that. But that's not what we have right now. We have what we have. Can we just get emotion out of the way, people? Can we just use our intellect, keep our intellect over our emotion, and look at what's best for our families? I'm 51 years. This month, I'll be 51 years old, March 31st. Thank you for saying happy birthday. March 31st of this month, I will be 51 years old. I don't have much time left. I don't know what if I'm lucky, 20 years left on this earth. I worry about my daughter. My daughter's 31 years old. I worried about my daughter. And if she chooses to have children, her children. I worry about my niece and my nephews. I'm not selfish, so selfish that I'm going to just be worried about me at 51 years old. I lived my life. I lived a very rough life, but you know what? I learned a lot of lessons. That's why I do this channel. I catch a lot of heat because of this channel. I just want to try to bring common sense back. If you disagree with me, that's fine. We can all have our own opinions, but let's be respectful in the comments. Let's be respectful in our dialogue. How about we just say, you know what? At the end of the day, and I know I hate that saying too, but at the end of the day, what is best for our families, for our country? Do we have to do certain things like tariffs? Are these tariffs so overdue that we have to do them now? And maybe we suffer for a few months, but then we come out on the other end a whole lot better? Absolutely. These tariffs should have been done a long time ago. A country should not be able to put tariffs on our goods at over 200% and then threaten to cut our electricity off if we put a 25% tariff. It doesn't work like that. You're not going to bully us. You've been getting over on us for a long time. Now we have somebody in office that understands business and that's looking at everything and saying, nope. I'm cutting this, I'm cutting this, I'm changing this, I'm changing this because these things are hurting us in America. I see on TikTok people cheering that guy in Canada that threatened for a couple hours to cut American electricity. And they're telling them, don't fold, Canada, don't fold. You know, so like when these Canadians want to put Canada first, you respect it. When Zelensky wants to put Ukraine first, you respect it. When Trump wants to put America first, he's a fucking idiot in your eyes. How can you have it like that? How can someone sticking up for their country and their countrymen and women, how can you respect that, but then despise the one that does it for where you live? I'm interested in seeing the comments. Again, just be respectful. That's all I ask. Be respectful. You can disagree with me. You can disagree with other opinions you're going to see in the comment section. Just keep it respectful because it is very, very important that we have dialogue, that we have respectful dialogue, and that maybe someone on the left can plant something in my head that I say, you know what, that makes sense. Because I'm not closed off to any ideas, any opinions, anything that can make us better, make us stronger, make us self-sufficient again. I'm with that. I'm for that. You know, we won the world wars, World War I and World War II. Why did we really win those wars? Because we can out-manufacture everyone. We didn't have to do, there was nothing anyone could do outside of our nation to make us suffer. Now, I see places in the United States where we used to grow our produce. We used to grow food. Some of the best soil on earth is in America, in the United States. And we're fucking building apartments, condos, homes over that land and becoming dependent on foreign lands to feed us. And no one is questioning it. Whoever's behind that agenda, we need to be worried about. You have people, I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to, but there's a certain billionaire that wants to modify the foods that we're eating. This is the same person who says we need to reduce the population. I don't want to eat modified foods. I don't want to eat anything created by someone who says, hey, there's too many of us here. I want to know what he's eating. So going back to the original subject, the ceasefire, I believe we're on our way there. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something right now. Barack Obama got a Nobel Peace Prize. I'd like you guys to let me know what he got it for. You know, Trump was able to get some peace in the Middle East. He didn't get a Nobel for that. Trump he didn't start any new wars. He didn't get recognized for that. If Trump can get a ceasefire between Ukraine and Russia, he won't get recognized for that either. And if that's the case, I think we need to stop being impressed by who gets a Nobel Peace Prize. It's just an ugly piece of jewelry at that point, right? It's just a prop. Because it doesn't legitimize real peacemakers. That's my video for today, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.